What if I told you that the World Cup 2026 is not just bigger than ever, it is playing by completely different rules. Rules that could get a player sent off for something they have been doing for years. Rules that will change how football is played forever. Here is everything you need to know. Welcome to Final Whistle Daily. The 2026 World Cup kicks off in just 3 days, and most football fans have no idea about these massive rule changes. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what is different, and why it matters more than you think. Let us start with the biggest change of all. For the very first time in World Cup history, VAR can now check corners. This is huge. 4 decades referees have given wrong corners with absolutely nothing anyone could do about it. Goals have been scored from wrong corners. Matches have been decided by wrong corners. And nobody could challenge it. That changes at World Cup 2026. If a corner is given, VAR can now use replays to judge whether the decision was correct, but the check must be performed quickly and before the restart. This single change alone could decide who wins and loses at this World Cup. But that is just the beginning. VAR will also now intervene for incorrectly awarded second yellow cards. Think about that. How many times have you watched a player get a second yellow card that was completely wrong, and the team had to play with 10 men for the rest of the match? That injustice ends right now at World Cup 2026. Rule number 3. And this one will shock you. Players who cover their mouths during confrontations can now be shown a red card. A red card. Just for covering your mouth. This rule was introduced after a Champions League incident where a player was accused of making racist comments while covering his mouth. Football is finally saying enough is enough. You will see players adapting to this immediately, and you will definitely see at least one red card for this at World Cup 2026. Rule number 4. This one changes everything for time wasting. Goal kicks and throw-ins will now be subject to a 5-second countdown clock, aiming to prevent time wasting and ensure smoother game flow throughout the World Cup. 5 seconds. That is all you get. No more goalkeepers holding the ball for 30 seconds. No more defenders taking 2 minutes for a throw-in. The clock starts, and if you are not ready, you are punished. Substituted players will also have just 10 seconds to leave the field at the nearest exit. The days of players slowly walking off the pitch to waste time are completely over. And finally, rule number 5. The tactical timeout ban. FIFA is clamping down on teams using injuries to break up play and hold team talks mid-game while players receive treatment. You have seen it 100 times. A player goes down injured. Both teams walk over to their technical areas for a full coaching session. The injured player miraculously recovers. It is a tactic. And World Cup 2026 is putting a stop to it. So there you have it. 5 massive rule changes at World Cup 2026 that every football fan needs to know. VAR for corners. VAR for second yellows. Red cards for mouth covering. 5-second countdowns. And the end of tactical timeouts. This World Cup is not just bigger than ever. It is smarter than ever. And the teams that adapt to these new rules the fastest will have a massive advantage over every single opponent they face. Which rule change do you think will have the biggest impact? Drop your answer in the comments right now. I read every single one. Subscribe to Final Whistle Daily for daily World Cup 2026 coverage. New video every single day. This is Final Whistle Daily. And I will see you in the next one.